I don't know what improv show would be sexier, Bad Decisions or Bad Delicious, guys. Let's figure that out. Guys, can we give it up for Jerry Nelson? All the comedians you saw tonight, fun times. Yeah, it happened. Cool beans. Thanks for sticking around. This is gonna be fun. My name's Osman Johnson. I'm just excited to be here. It's been a little tough to leave the house. My wife just had a baby, so it's like, baby time. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. One of the things I learned like super fast as a new father is that baby boys pee on their own faces all the time. It is a very regular thing. And for those of you who don't have kids, you're like, well, how? When you're changing a diaper, you put legs go up. Now penis goes straight to face, just straight there. And if it starts firing, he's giving himself a golden shower. It's a very messy circumstance. And when the first time it happened, I thought I was a bad dad. But then I did the math, and I'm like, there's no way this happens all the time. Like, think about it. Babies are always having their diapers changed. There's so many people in the world, and there's like so many babies. Like, guys, there are hundreds of babies out there. Like, so many. Not enough people are laughing at that. That makes me think that you guys think that I think that that's an accurate estimate. It's part of the joke. And don't tell me to put a wipe on his little penis, okay? I've tried that, it doesn't work because then the legs go up. Now wipe goes on the face and he starts peeing. Now you're pee waterboarding your baby. Guys, you're piss boarding your baby. That's committing war crimes in your house. It's never a good day. It's so bad. And then I'll traumatize him, and then he won't be able to handle it when he grows up and he gets waterboarded for real, All of his friends start giving him shit and he's like, guys, stop! I was piss boarded as a baby. Like we do. I was watching Inglourious Bastards with my wife the other day, and she turns to me and she goes, you could play a Nazi. Right? Like, as a human, I was like, hey, rude. But as an actor, I was... You think so? But I wanted to know what was up. She was just like, you just have to look. You just have to look for it. I'm like... Have you guys ever been told your jawline's anti-Semitic? Don't feel good about that. I do think that the stereotypes surrounding German accents are a little weird. Because they're so extreme. Like, anytime you see an American like trying to do a German accent, it's always one of two things. It's like this very like angry, aggressive, like hyper militant for no reason. The kind of like, get me all the push-ups or no one gets popsicles. Like that kind of like in your face for no reason. Or it's the opposite end of the spectrum, and it's like this super femme guy with a secret. Hello. Would you like to know what I'm going to do with this mustard? I just don't think they can be accurate when they're that different. I was driving the other day and I saw this guy walking down the sidewalk. He had a full neck brace on, like serious injury just happened, and he's out walking. And I'm like, man, like, good for you, right? Like, you see that happening, that's got to be hard to get out of the house. He's probably not in a good mood, but he's out literally walking it off. He is out doing his thing. And so I wanted him to know that I acknowledged him, right? Like, I see you, man. Good for you. Good job, So I'm driving by, we make eye contact, and I give him one of these. And in hindsight, I think this might have been a little insensitive. Because he was like, And I felt really bad about it. But my heart was in the right place, you guys. Like, I think that we need to put some positive energy out there. We need to lift people up. It allows people to be their best selves when you do what you can to make people feel good. It's a very, very good thing to do. It's something that's very important to me, which is why most men call me, they would refer to me as what you would call a little bitch. But that's okay. That's all right. I'm happy about it. It's fine. I'm used to it by now. Little bitch was one of my nicknames in high school. So, no big deal. But I get why that happened. I grew up in a small town, and I played way too much Dance Dance Revolution. So that naturally happens. What? No DDR players in here? What the shit, guys? Damn. Okay. Tina's like, I did grow up in a small town. Grew up in a small town in Texas, and it was the kind of small town where like men would turn to their fiancés and be like, "Hey, baby, let's do one of them camo weddings." And then the fiancé would be like, "Oh, but they're so overdone." The whole crowd doesn't think you can overdo camo weddings. I guess I'm in Idaho. It's not much of a change. It's not much of a change. It's like, we did a traditional Cabela's wedding. You dick. But I did grow up in a small town. It's fun to like keep up with all my old friends and family that still live there. A lot of them are having babies right now, and they're getting real carried away with like the small towny names. Like I went to high school with this girl, and she named her kid twin boys. She had twin boys. She named them Caston, which that's a normal name, right? Like Caston, there's no big deal. And Waden. Hold up a second. You had twin boys and you named them Caston and Waden? You named them after what you do when you're fishing. You named your twin boys after fishing. Holy hell. What is wrong with you? That is, like, I get that they were conceived in the bathroom of a Bass Pro Shop. You don't have to make them live with it. That's not part of the thing, But my family's no different. I have a cousin that named his kids Diesel, Haas, and Grit. Diesel, Haas, and Grit. Ian finds it funny. Everybody else is like, that's my name! Diesel isn't even the only Diesel in his class. There are 2 Diesels in his classroom. In the classroom. And I feel so bad for that teacher. Like, to enroll on the first day of class, she's like, is there a Diesel here? But then 2 hands go up, and she realizes in that moment how shitty her year is going to be. Because, I'm sorry, there's no well-behaved kid named Diesel. You would never see a Diesel in the 4th grade chess club. Okay, that's right out. That's just a whole room full of Phillips. Just the wall-to-wall Phillips. There is one Austin in the 4th grade chess club, but he's a little bitch, so don't mind him. And then there's Haas. See, and I get what his parents were going for with Haas, right? Because he's like, I'm a Haas, I'm a man, my name's Haas. But they spelled it H-A-U-S. And that's just German for house. I learned it from my jawline. They missed the mark a little bit, but I would love it if he grew up and even they tried to make him so masculine. Then he's like, hello. Would you like to come in my house? My name's House. That would make my everything, my year, my month. It's just like, yep, small town, learn diversity. Anyways. And then there's Grit. Grit's a cute kid. You really can't say anything bad about Grit. He's a cute kid. He dresses nice, has pearl snaps on, cowboy hat. He's so smiley. He's always grinning so big. You can see the Copenhagen in his bottom lip, that one. It's a cute little guy, And I know what some of you are thinking. You're like, okay, Austin, we get it. Like, you escaped the small town, right? You're up there in your what look to be yoga pants. I promise they're not, though. These are just tight pants. But you guys are like, okay, you're the opposite end of the spectrum. What did you name your son? Winter? I think it's cute. I'm excited to go to his acoustic guitar pop-up shows at coffee shops when he gets older. Because that's some white hipster millennial bullshit right there, and I'm willing to accept it. I get it. It's fine. Yeah, my wife and I have been together for like 8 or 9 years now, but we met in high school. We met in this small town in high school. We dated for 4 months and then broke up. Never really talked to one another. We just weren't really friends back then, and we aren't friends now. That's a joke. I love her very much. We made a baby. But no, it's been great. We're both 33 now, and she's always looked so young for her age. She looks very, very young for her age. And when we first started dating, because we reconnected in our 20s, we went to a rated R movie, and she got carded for it. And she was so pissed about it. She was like, seriously, do I look like I'm 16? And I'm like, babe, he carded you, but he didn't card me. Do I look like a statutory rapist? Because that's so much worse. Oh, so much worse. Like, you look youthful and vibrant. I look like a sex criminal, all right? I went home that night and burned all of my Affliction t-shirts. They're gone now. Best decision I've ever made. Yeah, this is funny, you guys. I need to go back to the gym. I'm not excited about it though, because I've always hated the gym, because I'm a little bitch, and it's not a happy place for me. But I know I need to go, because I'm too weak to replace my steering wheel cover. It's really hard. They're built to fit those. It's hard to do, And that's the thing. Like, I've always, it's never been good for my brain. Like, I've always had skinny brain, and I go into the gym. It's a very emasculating place. I'm not a very masculine man, and like for example, to give you guys kind of an idea, like your typical gym bro, if your typical gym bro, he goes into the gym and he sees an attractive, athletic woman, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make her feel real uncomfortable later. Just gotta hit her with the unsolicited eye contact when she gets on the leg openy closey thingy. Did somebody just say I do that a lot? I hope this joke changes you. And I know that that's a terrible impersonation of the guy, because he knows what that machine is called, right? The leg openy closey thingy. I don't know what it's called. But no, I go into the gym and I see an attractive athletic woman and I'm like, oh my God. If I just had her shoulder definition, I wouldn't even need to be here. That would be amazing. And then then see I hurt my own feelings. It's a whole circular thing. It's terrible. It's not fun. But about a little over 2 years ago, I was doing really good though, you guys. I was going to the gym. I was eating right, because I had goals, And the thing is that I learned, I realized it changes you though. Like you go to the gym, and if you eat right, you're super healthy all the time. Like it changes you as a person, And like, I wanted some bodily changes. I didn't want the insides to change, right? Like I wanted to, get a little bit of abular definition, but not have to go to the gym so much that I wear my sunglasses on the back of my head. I just wanted something in between, right? Like I wanted to fill my chest out a little bit, so my puffy nipples don't show through my shirt anymore. But not go to the gym so much that I put a lanyard on my keys. If you keep your keys in your pocket, you don't need a lanyard, okay? That's just a gym rat's wallet chain at that point. Don't need a lanyard. But I saw it happen, I saw it happen. Like one time I went into a smoothie shop, like this guy, right? I went into a smoothie shop. I walked up to the cashier and I was like, how much protein is in the peanut butter power? The cashier goes, enough. There's plenty of protein in the peanut butter power. Power is in the name, buddy. Just drink it. You will be fine. All right? But it changes you as a person. It's weird. Another time, I was grocery shopping at Whole Foods, which is strike one, right? Like, get off your damn hipster high horse and shop at Winco like the rest of us. Yeah, that's right. Debit only. What's up, guys? But I was in the middle of Whole Foods, and I was like comparing and contrasting different ingredients and nutritional facts of various almond milks. Just like double fisting it off the chest. Here's the deal. If you're drinking almond milk, that's a healthy choice. You can just grab one and go. You don't have to sit there and look it over, projecting to everybody else in the store. Hey, you guys! Come forth and behold. For before you stands a man who can't settle for just any almond milk. Oh no. This body deserves the very best that almond milk has to offer. Yea, from the teats of the finest almonds in all the land. Nobody wants to be friends with that guy. Because that's the guy that probably pleasures himself to his own progress pictures. That's the guy where, when you're pulling into the gym parking lot, you can hear him working out on the inside of the gym because he's doing curls like this.
Uh-oh.
Like he's giving birth to a Bowflex. And if you guys worked out at the Downtown Y 2 years ago, you might have seen the guy this joke was based on. But that's a treat for the locals. And I get that that's a thing that sometimes you gotta do, all right? It's just not appropriate, right? Just do it at home, okay? Don't do it at the gym when you have a 65-pound dumbbell in each hand and I'm in the corner struggling with the 15Zs. I'm a little bitch. Hurts my heart. But I left Whole Foods that day. I had wasted $30 on a dozen eggs and a bottle of avocado oil. Yeah. The reason I bought the avocado oil was because I read on the internet that it increases testosterone production, and I need that, you know? The problem is I had no idea like how to cook with avocado oil. You know, I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. I just bought it and was hoping it would work out. I get home and I'm like, what is gonna happen? What do I do? And then I heard my progress pictures calling my name. I know that's a little bit gross, but that's science, all right? Because if we assume that avocado oil does increase testosterone production, it only makes sense to apply it directly to the source, okay? My wife is outside the bathroom door like, what are you doing? And I'm like, my supplements! This is how I masturbate, apparently. This whole front row is like, you're doing it wrong. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around. My name's Osman Johnson. I'll see you guys later.
Osman Johnson, everybody! Give it up! Y'all, thank you very much for sticking around. We had a great time. We do this every single Monday. Come back and see us. Please be safe. Love y'all. Respect.